Hi, my name is Bruce Walker. I am the co-founder and CEO of FutureX. We are a learning and development platform for purpose-driven entrepreneurs. So, a place for anyone who wants to grow and scale a company with purpose, then we provide you with the community, the resources, the courses and the programs that can help you do that and achieve scale. My entrepreneurial journey started with Young Enterprise Scotland, and I was 17 and I had no idea about entrepreneurship. I was aware of the term probably just about, Dragon's Den, apprentice type stuff. That was really my kind of model of what it was. I had no idea about how you went about doing that. And so we thought, well, what if we actually ran an event for businesses and startups and get an idea of what do you do if you want to start a business? And then I realized that actually people want more of this. They want more of different examples of role models. Then when I left school, moved to Edinburgh, and I founded a company called We Are the Future. I wanted a different type of network. I wanted a network of people who are really ambitious, who wanted to break the mold at the time. I didn't see that in the ecosystem, and that's why we created the Startup Summit and We Are the Future, and that's why we've continued to grow FutureX.
Hi, my name is Gavin Neat, and I am the CEO and founder of WelcoMe. I worked for Guide Dogs for the Blind for 18 years as a guide dog mobility instructor. Then during that time, I became more and more aware of technology and how disabled people were using technology. 70% of disabled people have said, I've had poor customer service. So WelcoMe is a way that disabled people can get better customer service. It's a free app that you fill out on your phone that can then let people know how best to interact with you before you walk through the door, whether you disclose your condition or not. And it's paid for a monthly subscription by the business.
A purpose-driven business is a business that exists not just to maximize profit, but also to serve a purpose that is greater than profit. It's one that is conscious of the decisions it makes. It's conscious of the different stakeholders, not just shareholders, but the community that you're in, the people you employ, your supply chains. It's mindful of all the different decisions it makes. The purpose-driven company is one that also follows its purpose and its values as authentically and transparently as possible.
I didn't have a clue what I was doing at the start, other than I know where I want to get to. When it comes to actually developing the product, I went to Business Gateway. Business Gateway gave me some super advice and even showed me where there was some grant funding that I could apply for. Structure is really important, especially with a small business. I only have 4 people in my team, but what we have to do is we have to have a business model that works. Now, for me, the most important thing about social good was that I needed to have something that was more than sustainable. I wanted something that got bigger and bigger and bigger, and my reach got greater and greater and greater.
When I set up the business, I was really encouraged about trying to create a lifestyle for myself. I really believed that there wasn't an easy path to start a business or being an entrepreneur. I really wanted to make that easier for young people. I felt like on the back of growing up in the kind of backlash to the financial crash is that we needed a new model of businesses. The issue of people not being able to get jobs once they're leaving school or university or college, I thought, well, if we encourage more people to start their own businesses, then they can kind of take the reins of their life a little bit more, and that's one of the things I was passionate about. And as we've grown, one of the things that has become really, really clear to me is that business is one of the most significant vehicles for having impact on people's lives, because we all use businesses every day, either as a consumer and a customer, or as an employee of a business. All businesses are great stories. The story might be that we are going to improve the way that we deliver cups for people. We're going to make it more sustainable, more ethical. We're going to make it easier for people to buy. That's a story. And people join you on the basis of wanting to be part of that story. And that's what all businesses are. They're great stories and people buy into them and you build a movement around it. But companies are no more than people joining forces together to do the same thing. And I think that's the thing that means that anyone can do that. I would say the advice I have to anyone starting a social enterprise, socially motivated business is to not be afraid to get it wrong. Failure is non-existent when you're striving towards something, and it's about adapting and changing. So you don't need to worry about whether I tried this and it didn't work out, or I tried that and it didn't work out. We've all tried a million different ideas before we landed on the one that works. We just don't always see that along the journey. Know that it's okay to get things wrong, and actually the more that you notice yourself getting things wrong and can communicate that, the better you look to other people, because you're learning from your mistakes all the time. And the second most important part, I would say, is ask for help. Not a single person on this planet is successful on their own. No one. So stop imagining that you can do it on your own, because you just can't. You must rely on people. You don't have to be the best in the world at everything, but what you have to do is build a great team of people, whether they're employees, they're advisors, they're mentors, they're supporters. Ask for help. I've had a lot of success by just emailing people. We create all these stories as to why these people would never speak to us, but the reality is they're just a person who's one email away. When we launched in Silicon Valley, I sent an email to Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, and said, look, I'm coming over, do you want to meet with me? And before you know it, he couldn't meet with me, but he passed me down to really senior colleagues who said, yeah, we'll meet with you. And then I got a meeting with Apple, and I've just repeated that method over and over again. And the worst they can say is no. And then even though that might feel not great at first, but then yeah, you'll move on. It's been a long journey. We've evolved and transitioned, but it all started with Young Enterprise Scotland.